You're watching The Road Show on WPRI 12.
Welcome back to The Road Show. This morning in The Buzz, chances are by now you've already signed on to Facebook, tweeted your friends, or checked in to LaSalle Bakery as you were picking up your Sapola. But while social media may often make us all feel closer together, when it comes to relationships, sometimes it can be damaging. A new study ranks the ways in which social media can cause stress in relationships. The most cited cause of stress was sharing too much information on your profile page. Second was tagging an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend in a photo, not good. Another was getting a friend request from an ex or finding incriminating information on your partner's wall or in photos. In the age of social networking, many don't even consider relationships real until they're on Facebook.
Until you actually change your status
yes,
in a
until you actually change your
relationship and you link up with that other person.
Then it's real.
If you are to ever get in another relationship with a new person, wouldn't that maybe be one of the first things on your mind of, let me go through and make sure, you know, nothing with an ex that could be taken the wrong way is posted?
If you listen closely, you can hear my wife contacting a lawyer as we speak. No, I mean, you know, anything you put on the, you know, these social media sites, I mean, you got to be ready to either answer for it or be prepared for lots of questions.
And so many people divulge so much information. You could have a small tiff with your partner, and then you post some sort of quote that's kind of nasty, maybe getting back, oh, I'm so hurt, you know. Stole my Zapple and you stole my heart and now you broke it, and you know what I mean.
Like
you know, once you put a quote up there or something, you can't take it back.
No,
it is now forever up there. They see it. It triggers something else. Here goes the downward spiral of your relationship.
Oh yeah. Once you put something on, you know, Facebook, I mean, everybody knows. You put it out there, you might as well get on a microphone or get on television like we are now and announce it to everybody, because it will spread like wildfire. Absolutely. And you know, people love to gossip.
They do. I was just going to say that too. They love to talk, even if you're interested in someone. What's the first thing you do? You snoop them on Facebook.
Right.
You want to see what they're up to, who they're with, who's that girl in the photo, who's that guy in the photo, who are you know, what does this mean? You have to watch everything that you divulge on your social media, and I can understand how things can get twisted and taken the wrong way and then cause problems.
Right, you know, I mean, we both have, you know, Facebook pages like so many of you do, but I mean, you know, there are ways to make sure that the settings are right. I mean, you know, I have kids, so I'm always, you know, be very leery of posting pictures of kids or, you know, telling people where you are or when you're going on vacation. You know, burglars are ready to, you know, jump on that and take things away without question.
You just said pictures of kids. Let's say I post a picture of me and a kid. It could be a cousin, niece, you know, a nephew, whoever it is. Someone could immediately think that now I have kids. And then just, not that that's necessarily a good or a bad thing, but it puts an image in their head, and now they start twisting and thinking, what else does this person
Stories
do?
spread quick.
Very quickly. Speaking of spreading quickly, we want to see what everyone else thinks. And Mary is actually live this morning at LaSalle Bakery. We want to check in with her, you know, see what some people think that are there. They're buying their Zapolas. Do they also, what do they feel about social networking, Mary?
Well, you know, I was able to get Ann and Gian to sit down with me, have a cup of coffee as we enjoy our Zapola this morning. And we were talking about social media, Facebook, and how we feel about it impacting our relationship. So, Ann, what are your thoughts on it?
I don't use it.
How come?
I just don't.
Do you think that, you know, having real relationships rather than social media relationships, how do you think it differs? And why have you chosen to kind of steer clear from sites like Facebook?
I'd rather talk face-to-face with someone.
Yeah. I agree. I like talking face-to-face with Ann. And Gian, what's your opinion?
I agree with that. I think as far as relationships go, it should be more of like a personal thing. But I know that I use Facebook, like a couple sports teams of mine, like we organize practices through that. So in that respect, it's good. But I'm a phone guy. I'd rather talk to you on the phone. If you got something to say, just, you know, I'd rather talk to you. I agree with that.
What do you think about drama? Do you think social media sites kind of stir it up?
Yeah, I definitely think that. I mean, along with the relationship things, I mean, I've had situations where certain people get either jealous or something with a misunderstanding just because it's words come across a lot different than spoken words, you know, like when they're on the computer. So definitely drama. Definitely.
And I see Ann shaking her head. She's agreeing with all this. So that's how we're feeling at LaSalle. You know, we just like to talk face-to-face with our cup of coffee and our sweet treats. And back over to you.
All right, thanks, Mary. Well, we want to get a check on what our Facebook friends are saying. So Susie Marrier Lake said, I think you find out quicker if friends are real or fake. I think the same goes with relationships.
That's true.
And Nikki Lavery added, I think if you are not 100% secure in your relationship in the first place, Facebook can definitely bring out jealousy and insecurities.
A lot of trouble can be caused.
And Steve Renshaw said, I think social media can negatively affect a person's relationship at home and at work. To some, Facebook and anything similar have become diaries as well as information services.